What I feel particularly excited about is that our new CEO, Hubert Joly, actually has stepped up. He was the CEO of Carlson Bag-Only Travel. He had 40% growth over the last year. Carlson Bag-Only is now the largest corporate travel company in the world. We actually surpassed American Express in corporate travel this last year. And we're working very hard now to decide how we can continue to grow and serve that market, as well as our hotel market and our restaurant market and our marketing services market. I think many people here are aware that I've become increasingly concerned about the street children of the world. I've become very concerned about the children who are vulnerable, who are being trafficked. In some cases, they're being trafficked for enforced labor, but in many cases they've been trafficked for sexual purposes. So I have been a signatory to something called ECPAT, which is End Child Prostitution and Trafficking. It's been said that what we do to our children, they will do to the world. I think those of us who love our own children have to be concerned about the children who have no one to reach out to them, and the children who are being, in a way, destroyed in that way, because I think ultimately it'll create new tensions in the world that will be irresolvable. We were the first large American company to be a signatory to ECPAT. We do, as you've correctly identified, in Japan. Our partners in Japan, the Japan Travel Bureau, has signed on. Accor, David Baskey in Accor in Australia had been one of the early signatories. Accor in Europe has signed the code. Signing the code actually means that we will raise awareness, that we will actually put into our contracts with suppliers that we don't do business with people who are abusing children. I think the challenge is, like every business person knows, that you have to look for the root cause. The root cause is poverty, in part. It's families that sell one child in order to provide for the other children. These are not things that we fail to understand. We need to look at supply, we need to look at demand, and underneath that, what isn't sustainable is a world where the inequities are, the differences are becoming so great that we have an unstable geopolitical world. Certainly for us in travel, we're vested in the future. Every parent is vested in the future. So it means that we have to find ways to bridge what's financially what is really a return today and a return tomorrow. One of the wonderful things that's happening here is that the tourism industry, we've worked for years to raise people's awareness at how many jobs we create, what an important part of the economy we are. Now we're saying, in a sense, as if we've matured, and we're saying, yes, we create jobs, but are we creating careers? Yes, we create economic vitality. Are we leaving a lot of that in the community? We need to partner, we need to define our responsibility in new ways and stand up as true global citizens.
What do you think in the next 2 years, let's say, are the opportunities first, before we deal with the challenges?
Well, certainly it's clear here in Dubai that a lot of the world is focusing on the high price of oil, but when you come here, you realize that the high price of oil is also providing economic vitality for new regions, that it's providing jobs. You come to Dubai and you see that people are here from Indonesia, people are here from all over the world, because there are new jobs, there are new opportunities. Our industry is a service industry. When you hear the thousands of people that each of the participants here are looking forward in this region and in Asia to looking for trained people. So I think one of the major challenges is how to put training in place and how to work with national governments to make sure that there is a free flow of people so people can actually find ways to move where there is an opportunity. That's always been a question throughout history in the economies. I've just accepted the chairmanship of the Travel and Tourism Advisory Council for the United States. And of course in the United States that's one of our biggest problems, but I think it's a problem elsewhere as well, being welcoming and at the same time providing security. But with the new technologies, I think it'll become easier and easier to identify those frequent travelers and to facilitate travel, hopefully to differentiate and be able to provide both security and a welcome to the traveler.